Hi, Peter Charles here of Hooked for Life Fly Fishing. And today we're going to tie a rather famous fly from the West Coast. It's the freight train by Randall Kaufmann. And it was designed originally for the Deschutes, but it was eventually used all over the Northwest. It's an interesting pattern, and for the beginner it gives you the option of using 3 different materials on the body. So it's a little bit of practice there to work with different materials. So let's get started with the materials we're going to use today. The hook is a size 2 salmon single. We're going to use an 8/0 black thread. Our rib is oval silver in a medium, and that's also going to be our tag as well. Our tail and hackle are purple saddle hackle. The first part of our body is orange wool. The second part is fluorescent orange wool. And the third part is black chenille. And finally the wing is white calftail. So let's get tying. So we're going to tie on the tag, and then we're going to fold it back so we can reuse it as the rib. Now do these in touching turns. Try not to leave too much black showing between turns. Now fold it back and wind on. This traps it in place for use as the rib. Now for the purple hackle for our tail. Keep the tips aligned. Use a pinch loop. Bind that down. Now for the orange. We're going to make 3 passes with this. And you're going to get your proportions right here, so don't put too much on. Now I'm just going to run it a little bit past, and I'm going to overwind that with the fluorescent orange. Now you may notice I'm not using my rotary vise to do this, and the simple reason is I vary up the technique, so not everybody has a rotary vise, so you can see what the technique looks like when it's done on a regular vise. Now we're going to make this fluorescent wool the same length as the orange wool. And try and keep the diameters the same. And now for the black chenille. And as usual, I've trimmed off a bit at the front for a tying in point. In this case, I will make use of my rotary vise. Don't advance it too far. You need to leave room for the wing and the hackle. And now for the rib. I like to put one turn right at the very back and then come forward. Now for a hackle. Stroke the barbs back and pinch them against the quill to fold them over. And then you can begin wrapping. Sometimes the quills are tough and they'll won't want to break. This one Took a bit of encouragement. Okay, we're ready for the calf tail. Don't get too ambitious with the calf tail. I don't like these wings to be too large. Now we size it, making it about half the tail roughly. Make sure it's straight. There's a stray, we'll pull that one out. Whip finish. Okay, now we're ready for the head cement. Okay, there's a Kaufmann's freight train all ready to go fishing. It's a great looking pattern. I mean, I really think it's a cool fly. And I'm sure it'll work equally well in the Great Lakes as it does in the northwest coast. So, give it a try. The Kaufmann's freight train. Cheers.